Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I am Natalie and I am here to do the monthly reading for the sign of Pisces, the fish. This is for May 2019. It's very early here. Still crack of dawn kind of thing. The sun hasn't been up very long. It hasn't been daybreak here very long. So, wide awake. 2 more to go. These should have been done last night. They're getting done now. The last 2 signs, Pisces and Aries. This is for Pisces. These are general readings for those of you that are new to the tarot community on YouTube. They're general. The reading may or may not resonate with you. If you want it to be all about you and directly for you, then you need a personal reading. These are general. So, this is for all 3 of your signs, your sun, your rising, your moon as well. Five-card spread. First card, overall energy. Second card, wealth and finances. Third card is your hearth, your home, your relationships. Fourth card, challenges for the month. And your 5th card is your message from Spirit. Come on, come on. Oof. I don't know where the sun went. Come soon. I'm going to cut the deck right here. Where are you? There she is. Okay. That's my pendulum. This is Felicia. Lilith has been my standby for the longest time, and I can't find her. Felicia are the top 5 cards that are meant for this general free public reading for Pisces for the month of May, the year 2019. Are the top 5 cards that are meant for this spread. She's saying yes. I think she's out to impress. She always responds right away. Lilith didn't. Always took Lilith. She would vibrate crazy. She's the only one that ever does that. Okay, where am I? All right. So, let's do your spread and see what we've got. The moment of truth. Drum roll, please. Okay. Let's go. Overall energy, 2 of Cups and partnership. Wealth and finances, 8 of Wands and trouble. I got you guys down too far. Maybe you're not even. There we go. Third card, we're looking at, oh my, hearth and home, your relationships. The Wheel of Fortune and Destiny. Your challenges, should there be any, and yeah, you will. The Tower. Destruction. And your message from Spirit to round everything off is King of Pentacles and Trust. This is your spread, my people. There it is. Read it and weep. Right? Okay. There we go. Before I begin, just to give our intuitive candle people a plug, I'm burning one of their new scents for spring. There was 3. There was the almond cherry and fresh spring, I think it was called, and now this one, wisdom. These are 100% soy-based candles, 2 wick candles with a 40-plus hour clean burn. They burn very, very clean. And when the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful reveals. Crystal stones, gems, pendants, trees of life. This is a multi-stoned one. Caged pendants as well, your crystals, it's an amethyst there. It's beautiful. And of course, you see my pendulum. That came from there as well. And they're running a 10% special. They've been running it for a few months now. Use the promo code BOFF10 if you'd like to go to www.intuitivecandles.com. If you're going to want to go to order a candle, use that promo code to get you 10% off your whole order. And they do ship internationally. Beautiful product, or I wouldn't be plugging it. They're addictive. I'm just saying, they're addictive. Anyways, let's get into your reading here. So we're looking at the Two of Cups in partnership. It's funny, I dreamt about this card. I know I did. The minute I turned the card over, and I'm like, I dreamt about you last night. I was having a conversation with somebody, and they mentioned the Two of Cups. I said, yeah. I don't know who I was talking to. I don't know, there was a lot of activity around sounds and people and stuff like that. And anyways, it's just a weird dream. I can't remember it all. This card usually, because it is a 2, this card is usually brings a prediction of love, unity of 2 becoming 1. As well, it can mean a meeting of the hearts with somebody else and of the mind as well. We're talking, if it is in the, let's say, romantic realm, this is soulmate material. These are soulmate moments being made between you and somebody else. And it doesn't have to be romance. It doesn't have to be that kind of a connection, but a deep connection nonetheless that could take place. This could be a partnership no matter what the relationship. This is usually indicative of a partnership that will last you a lifetime. They're always going to be there. They're always going to understand you better than most people that are in your life. This is a very special relationship, no matter what relationship, what kind it is. It is neither here nor there. There's a deep connection. For some of you, you think the same way. You feel the same way in the ways of opinions, having the same type of opinions, the same type of reactions to life and whatever's going on around you in the moment. This is not a twin flame. This is your soul. This is your soul. That's what they remind you of. It's like you're becoming your own best friend. They're so much like you. I know. Some people are going, yeah, well, sometimes people are too much alike. They never get along. That's very true. This is different. On the other side of that, moving on from that alone, because it's about more than that. All your relationships are going to flourish really when this card shows up. It does leave that embellishment, that atmosphere over your time. But things are on the upswing is what I'm hearing for you, especially when it comes to other humanoids. Okay. Promises and commitments are going to be claimed or made. Commitments in love, being locked into locking yourself in investments as well. And I don't mean just money, investments of you, who you are to the world. You're investing. When you start a relationship or you're maintaining a relationship of any kind, friend, relative, co-worker, doesn't matter. You're investing a part of yourself. It's something you invest every day into the humans that are in your life, no matter what walk of life they're coming from or how your connection is made. It's a good thing all the way around in the bigger picture, but that's what we do. We invest emotionally. There's a whole trust thing that goes on. And speaking of that, there's going to be healing for somebody. You're going to be feeling much better, feeling stronger during the month of May. Pisces, some of you have been beat down. You've been beat back. You're making your way back now. And boy, the world may want to watch out. You may be ready to take on the world. Calm it down a little tiny bit there. Anyways, but the best part, it doesn't see you alone. This card does not see you going solo. You're going to get to watch karma in action, which will give you satisfaction. But this is a card of healing, coming together. Two pieces being brought and joined as one piece. It's a beautiful card. It's going to be a good month for you guys. I think a lot of, I just heard your faith is going to be reinstilled within you if it's been broken recently. We're all human. It doesn't mean you've fallen. It doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. We're all human, for God's sake. Nobody's perfect. Be tolerant of each other. Be more so tolerant of your own shortcomings. Geez, my screen, my camera. Where's my rag? My cloth. It's not a rag. It's cloth. Pardon me for one moment. It's the way the light's hitting you. It looks streaky. So it's not at its optimum. I don't know if that's any better or not. I hope. That looks a little, maybe. I don't know. Geez, if there's streaks, that means I've got more wrinkles, see? I can't have that. Second card is the Eight of Wands. I don't know where I'm getting this frog from. I had it last night, too, just what drove me crazy. Travel. We've got wands here, sticks, staves, whatever. Eights are all about change in tarot. This is Eight of Wands, and it also represents, this is for those that are new to tarot completely, and business, in the practical things in our life that don't involve emotion so much. One level of emotion, we'll say, because it is wands, they do represent the fire signs, and they usually represent a level of passion. So yeah, I guess they do, but that, even if it's work related, it's passion driven. Put it that way. Passion coming from deep inside is coming out now, coming to the forefront. You just look that much more colorful in life. Let it come forward. Things when this card shows up as well, because it's a card of travel, it's a card of movement in some ways. Not, yes, literal travel, but the other side of that, it is the energy that causes movement. Things going forward, going someplace different. So we've got family, and you work and love. All the energies are going to pick up, and there's going to be a lot of movement and a lot of action going on between those. There's not going to be any more delays. Any plans that you've been holding back on, ideas, projects, waiting for the right time, waiting for something, I don't know what it is. The gates are going to be kicked open, and you're going to hear that starting gun go off, and you can move forward now with some of the things that have been plaguing your mind, your imagination, your creative button. Do you know what I'm saying? You're wanting, so hungry to get into something, and now you have the okay. I don't know what was holding you up, but it's gone. It's been lifted, whatever it is. It's good for you, right? And decisions as well. No more talking about stuff. Thank heavens. And now, what is there? If there's no talking, there's action. None of this yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I'm so sick of hearing about it and talking about it. Let's just do it. And it gets done. It's being done. Put it that way. Travel plans are going to fire up. It's a brilliant card for that, for travel plans. Everything, you're going to get like the green light everywhere. It's almost going to be too good to be true. You're That for some reason, for people that travel a lot, this is going to be a very smooth trip. Everything's going to go off without a hitch. You're going to have everything work the way you want for your own comfort while you're traveling, and until you get back home again. It's going to be a very lovely, fulfilling, informative trip for you. I'm not a traveler myself at all. Your communications, your line of communications are going to get a little hairy for a bit too, meaning crazy busy, all forms of communication, whether you're verbally speaking with somebody, whether it's emails or text messages or phone calls and meetings. There's going to be a lot of interaction between you and the world in general, your world in general overall. You may feel a little overwhelmed at times. It may be that kind of busy, crazy for you during the month of May. And you may feel a little bewildered. You may think of this reading and say, she said it was going to be like this. What the hell's going on? You know? All I'm doing is passing the messages through. People don't realize that. Not everybody, but there's enough of you don't realize that. These are not my personal thoughts or opinions. I try to leave that out of it. This is a crazy card. The energy's real high with it. Intuition's going to be strong as well, and that's good because you're going to need it. It's a card of action. It's a card of excitement. It's a card of movement. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing for you. But take care of practical things in a very practical way. Keep your head on straight, especially when it comes to business or work or anything like that. Remain logical. Use the intellectual side of your brain, you might say. What a beautiful card. There's something exciting about the Destiny card because it can go either way. It can go all over the place, but I love to see it because to me it says the forces are at work and they are at play. Their influence is being felt one way or another. When I say they, I mean the universe overall. And we've got karma, and we've got kismet, and we've got serendipity, and we've got... So I say they. It's such a beautiful card. This also represents the circle of life very much, as depicted in the artwork here. We've got sun, we've got green, which would mean, you know, your greenery on the planet, and we've got the colors of the planet basically, and then it shows, you know, it's water, it's the fish of life, and it's a circle of life. It's a beautiful card. It always makes me smile, makes me happy, it brings happiness to me, we'll say. This card brings a boost to your life overall, Pisces, and what a beautiful boost it is. Don't get in your own way with this card, though, okay? Because destiny's at work and destiny's at play. You need to stand back and allow fate to take you where you're meant to be. There's going to be good luck coming your way. Opportunities that are going to turn into really, really great decisions and turn everything into great changes. It's just that knee connected to the ankle bone and so on and so on. Hip connected to the knee. Yeah, clairvoyance is going to be heightened as well. You're going to be super sensitive to a lot of things. That's not a bad thing. That means you're more in touch with the world around you. You're more aware, more awake, sharper. Seeing beauty in the world as well. Destiny's all about that always. It's a beautiful day here. Whether the sun is kind of partially out, but there's a lot of clouds. The water looks like it's silver diamonds everywhere, just dancing on the water. Tide's up. The advice of this card is to know that the wheel is more about doing than it is about receiving. So we reach out to our fellow man. We give aid. When we see help, we give help. Right? That's what it means to be a human, is to be there to hold each other, support each other, uphold each other. In a perfect world, I know. A lot of you are saying, yeah, right. Right. I know. In a perfect world. Here's the thing. We strive to make our world perfect. We may never get there, but if you're striving for it, that much more peace you're bringing into your life, or we'll say allowing to be brought into your life. So giving in itself is its own reward. When you give, it makes you a better human for that moment. It reinstills the faith in the person on the other side of that looking back at you. And they think, wow, thank you. And you know what? Accept the thanks, because guess what? The way life can be wondrous and beautiful and horrible at times, whatever we're feeling or mode that we're in, chances are you may need their help. They may come to your rescue someday. You don't know. You don't. None of us do. None of us do. There is going to be good fortune coming your way. Basically, the advice of this card is go with the flow. Don't fight anything during the month of May. Just say, whatever, okay. Be easy. Easy to get along with. Don't put blocks in your own way if you can help it. Try not to be angry. Oh, that's hard. Try not to be angry. Try not to be moody. Try not to be sad. Maybe if we all work a little bit harder at it, you know. I don't know about anybody else, I'd rather live in peace and love than anything else. I ask the universe to give me strength when things get tough. Just give me strength. Give me the strength I need to get through the day. Your keywords are fate and luck, the unexpected, movement, change, crossroads, clairvoyance. You're to listen to your intuition during the month of May. I'm feeling it's going to be very, very present, but not in an obtrusive way. It's going to be present. You're going to feel it. Some of you. In a very full, very present, a very soft way, not intrusive. Okay, so challenges for the month. What's going on here anyway, Pisces? What the heck is going on? Disruption. In this, it is the Tower as it is in the Rider-Waite. They're basically the same, but here it is the oceanic deck. So we have a ship caught in a perfect storm at sea. It's the same idea. It's all about transitions and sudden changes sometimes. Changes don't have to be bad. They can be good changes that we have no control over. It's a whole feeling of not having control, of something happening, us getting caught up in it, and trying to find our feet again, trying to be able to stand again. These are all metaphors. Trying to gain control back of our lives again after something has happened. Some of you may feel right now that your world is falling apart. It doesn't have to feel that way. It's all your personal perspective for one thing. And I don't know, well, enough said. But some of you are feeling like you have no control over everything, and that's scary. And you're feeling like some of you are thinking, never mind everything. I have no control over anything in my life. I see somebody doing this. It's not a good feeling. But really, everything is your own perspective and what you allow others to do. Keep your pride. Nobody can take that from you. They can't control your pride. They can't control who you are inside. Nobody can control that but you. Nobody. I don't care, I don't know, people that are imprisoned, if they have things to watch, but even if you're there and you say, I'm locked up for however long, or really, nobody can take your pride. They can't take what's inside of you, the person that you are. Nobody. Just know that. That message is for somebody. Some of you may be suddenly, after a happening, seeing you've just come through something, and you could be seeing the world in a whole different light and in a whole different way. Your way of thinking could be changing. And somebody's saying, my God, what's happening to me? What's happening to me? It's not a bad thing that's happening to you. I'm feeling that. It's a good thing that's happening. That is something out of your control. And thank goodness it is, because you may mess it up. To be polite about it, Okay? It's good that it's out of your hands. Just let destiny take you where it's supposed to. This is a beautiful card in a lot of ways. It's bringing good messages forward. You don't have to, you don't have to gasp and pass out from fear when you see this card. You may feel, some of you may feel more sensitive than you ever have, and feel more open to the world and vulnerable, maybe, a vulnerable feeling after coming through something. Well, if that can happen, anything can happen. Yes, anything can happen, but it doesn't have to be something bad. It doesn't have to be something negative. Of course. And see, I'm down to earth, and I'm probably the most down to earth person you ever gonna meet. Put that way. And I'm logical and grounded. I'm still a physical being, and I live here in terra firma, the physical world. Therefore, I have to acknowledge the physical happenings and the things that come my way. One thing I don't like at all, I don't like using, no, everybody said politically incorrect, use the word hate. But boys, I don't know how to describe it at times, but some people, in some situations, you know, you have to acknowledge them. One thing I don't like, as I started to say, is somebody telling me, yeah, but you're still here, right? And you're okay, right? Yeah, I'm here and I'm okay. What's your flipping point in being polite? You know, if there's a happening in your life and it's torn you apart, it's hurt you, it's broken, it's really hit a nerve, acknowledge those feelings. Just because someone's opinion is trying to tell you how you should be feeling, flip them the bird and walk away. You have a right to feel. Just don't get stuck there. Okay? If you're angry, don't get stuck angry. If you're hurting and you're devastated, don't get stuck there. You've got to try to pull yourself out of it, but allow yourself to feel. This bullshit of, and it's bullshit. If people walking around 24/7 with this dreamy smile on their face and this glazed over look in their eyes, and those people, I'm sorry, they're not dealing in reality. They're not dealing with the here and now, obviously. And you know what? They're the weakest of the weak because they can't deal with it. That's why they're in a dreamy state all the time. And they're always happy. And there's butterflies, as far as they're concerned, always floating above their heads. Do you know what I'm saying? That type of person? Get the hell away from me. Honestly, there's nothing I love more than somebody to come into my house and go on a rant. I just sit back. I just enjoy it because it's not me. It's them. You know, I love all my friends, but they're free to say and swear and do whatever they want. And when they're in my home, it's open. Do you know what I mean? So there's some things I won't tolerate, of course, but I mean, you know, like anybody, right? But there's nothing more than I like than people that are say, that pissed me the hell off, or, oh my God, I love that. You know, I just love that. Or, that's weird. I love hearing stuff like that because it means you're real and you're grounded. You're here. You're now. I am. It's the way it is, right? But anybody walking around in a dreamy state, that person's got problems. They're not dealing with reality. And the reason I can say that personally, I'm saying this, not spirit, but I'm saying this. And I've met people that way. Oh my God, they're annoying to be around. Always making you feel bad because you don't have the same mindset that they do. If you could just come through hell and high water, right? And people like that have no compassion for anybody else. That's what I see. You don't care about anybody as long as everybody's like you and we're all living the perfect life and the whole, get away from me. No tolerance, no patience. When you learn some lessons, you come back down to reality. You're on the same level as I am, and we can talk. Until then, you go off in your little floaty world somewhere. You know, not that that's happened. It's just all coming out here now. So I'm just saying, people like that, I don't think people living in this world can be 100% happy 24/7. We can have moments where it's better than 100%. It's beautiful. The world is wondrous and it's beautiful. Life is wonderful. Universe. There are no words to describe the beauty and the wonder of the universe. None at all. It's to be experienced, is what it is. But you're to surrender to the universe with this card as well. When things get bigger than you are and you're feeling really overwhelmed about something and you can't do anything about it, you can't change it, you can't improve it, you can't do it, you give it over to the universe and say, this is bigger than I am. I can't handle this. I just can't. I need help. Help me. Bring me the help that I'm needing to put through, to follow through. Don't be afraid to ask for help, ever, from the universe. Just give up your control and hand it over for those of, here's a good thing. Whatever somebody's just been through, because I don't feel this is coming. This has already happened. This is where you are mentally and emotionally right now, feeling the pain and the destruction of something that's happened. You're going to be able to rebuild. Whatever it is that's fallen in your life, you're going to be able to rebuild back up again. And maybe better than what it was before. Something you've got to pull back together and get control of. This card's about breakdowns and endings and chaos, the surrender, breakthroughs, beginnings. Beautiful word to end it, enlightenment. As with good things, as long as you're growing and you're learning, it's not been a complete loss, the last card we're looking at here, Pisces, is the King of Pentacles. Trust. You don't have to just learn to trust yourself. You've got to learn to trust the world to a point as well. If you think that you've got a black cloud that's following you around and it's always raining and gray in your life, you've gone the other way. The other person I was just talking about, somebody that's always dreamily happy. If you think every day, well, God, oh God, oh God, I don't even want to get out of bed today. I don't want to face the world. I'm like that on Mondays. I don't want to start Monday. I don't like Mondays at all. Not at all. Tomorrow is Monday for me. And I don't like them, but I don't say, oh, please, no, no, no. Maybe deep down inside I might say it once or twice. Let it be a good day. But I tell myself I'm going to look for the good in today and I'm going to make Monday a good day. And some days I get up determined to have a good Monday. Better than average Monday. Hell, I have the right to demand that, and so be it. It's going to be a hell of a Monday, but in the most wondrous ways. And you know what? Usually it is. If I'm not, because it's like I'm at a fight with the negative forces that are trying to move in and ruin my day. Ain't going to happen. Bring it on, sucker. Do you know what I mean? Bring it on. I get angry. I get fed up. I say, bring it on. I dare you to bring it on. I may go down and I may end up staying down, but you know what? You're going to know you ran into me. Because I'll be leaving my mark one way or another. That's the way I look at life. I realized and woke up one day that people can't hurt you, right? Or they can hurt you, but the thing is, you can hurt them back. They're not invincible either. I realized we all bleed the same. I realized our bones are all breakable. Do you know what I'm saying? That our hearts are breakable. Everything. When I realized we're all the same that way, doesn't matter who it is, I said there's really nobody to be afraid of. Nobody. It's kind of like you're facing yourself, really, and the challenges, right? So here we're looking at, this is an energy that's emotional, but there's a feeling and a warmth of calmness because there's a feeling of trust for some of you. You're still feeling protective over yourself, and you should always feel that way. Protect yourself first. This card shows you committing to projects and relationships. And for those you're already into, you're loyal to the very end anyway, Pisces, which is one of your characteristics. And some of you would be growing in the field of business for yourself, becoming very good at what you do. Become more hands-on in your own life. For those of you that may have other people, around. More people around you that are in, they're a daily influence, a daily impact of some kind. I don't know, for somebody I'm hearing, you start taking care of these things for yourself. That's what I'm hearing. This card brings forward a lot of love and generosity to you and from you. Any gains that you come into in your life, you're sharing the essence of the gains with other people. Don't know what that means. I don't. The advice is to protect what is yours. Help others up the ladder. You don't do the give out, the handout, it's the hand up. Help someone to help themselves. Get them back on their feet again and make sure that they're secure so that they can be self-sufficient, self-reliant. You do this the next time. Don't let somebody leave your advice with somebody. Keep an eye out without them knowing. But there's somebody that you can help pull back and say, there, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to know. And then hands up and hands off. Don't you be the person that controls somebody else. Works both ways. Enjoy the rewards of your success. For those of you that are meeting with success, just sit back and enjoy it for a moment. What did you learn from it? Question it, savor it. Any good things that come your way. Appreciation is a big thing. It's the same as gratitude. Keywords are money, protection, power, loyalty, stability, leadership, and commitment. Commitment. Learning who the people are, and you know what? You'll count them. You won't even need one hand. The people that you can truly, truly depend and count on. You know the people, maybe they're not there every single time you need help with something, but 99% of the time they are. If they can be there, they are there. Appreciate those people. Let them know that you appreciate them. Anyways, that was your reading. Rather long. These are going to end the way they started, I guess. And, yeah, so I hope it gave you some direction, some guidance, gave you a heads up. We just try to be a better person at the end of the day. If you want a personal reading, please check below this video window. Show more section. Click it, open it, read through, grab my email. You see there, send it off, and I'll get you taken care of. And please, if you're not allergic or have a hate on for Facebook, join us there. We're under Facebook, under groups. Bay of Fundy Fortunes. It's closed and it's private. You can be safe and comfortable in there. Also, let's see, what else? I think that's it. Yeah. So if you're looking for me, you don't find me right here. You usually find me walking at the cove. I almost went an hour ago. It's still a bit chilly here, though. Down at the cove here, walking on the beach along the water's edge, they're bringing the highest tides on the whole planet, the Bay of Fundy. Between Nova Scotia's right across the pond, we share the Bay of Fundy with the highest tides in the world here. It's because of the way it's shaped. It's bowl-shaped. It's science. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for your likes, your comments, your shares. I do appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't. That way you won't miss any future readings from Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I wish you all the best of the best for the month of May. I'm going to try to make it back for the middle of May to see how things are unfolding for you guys and how things are rolling along. Until then, please keep the peace in. You can share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. Don't deny it. Share it. Bye for now.